Hey guys, welcome back. So we're back with streaming. Obviously, my schedule was to do some front end today, so we're gonna do that until we finished, and then we're gonna immediately start with the Next.js and SvelteKit project. So yeah, there's a lot to do on stream, and hopefully we get it done by the end of the season. So yeah, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment if you want to see me make it 6 months today in 7 years. And I'm gonna fill my water bottle, and then we're gonna start to do some programming. We're gonna do it for an hour because tomorrow I have my programming club, which I have a secret project going on, which I'm gonna review in October. So yeah, if you're interested in that, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And yeah, we're gonna pretty much start. So no job seeking today because I will find time doing doing something else. So yeah, all right. Let's see. So this is what we're going to create, right? There's a lot of things to do, right? So there's a lot of fading in going on here. Um, yeah, so there's a lot to do. Let's see where we left. I think we have pretty much. I think we left somewhere here. I think this is the point where we left. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 things to do, which is pretty a lot. I kind of underestimated it, to be honest. Let me see how long we have for this. So let's go to our plan and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need more, but I'm gonna try to, yeah, do that. That means we have to do a little bit of a longer stream, but that's fine. Yeah, so let's start where we left off. Okay, great, awesome. So we're using React 19. There's a lot of files here, so let me try to close everything and see where we were. Okay, okay, looks good. Let's close this one. All right. So yeah, let's see where we left off. Let's run it. npm run dev. And it's localhost 3000. Okay, let's do that. Okay, localhost 3000. All right. So yeah, let's see what we have. Of course, obviously we don't have a lot of animation going on yet, but we will. Oh, we were here. Oh, we were more. I thought we were not that far, but apparently we are. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Uh, so yeah, let's have a comparison from the real website. Okay, let's see where we left off. Live website, the plus sign. I see there's some kind of like this is completely black, and there's this lady that we have here that we have to put. Let's see how it grows. Okay, so it grows behind. but it's on top of this one, but behind of everything else. And then we have to create this one, and there seems to be some kind of circle going on here, which is on the top left. So yeah, we have some couple of things to do. Let me see what this is. This is like a border, maybe. Yeah, I think so. And is this counting? Yes or no? It doesn't say, so let's refresh. Okay, let's refresh here because then it's out of sight. Okay, only this one. Okay, that's fine. Let me think. Yeah, let's start with the lady then. And I see I have a little bit of a different color. So let me see what color this section actually is. So yeah, no worries. It's called what we do. So we're gonna do Control P and say what we do and click enter. Control B to hide the sidebar. And let's see what color the background is. So it starts approximately here. Is BG111. Okay, so let's go to what we have currently, which is called Fabrica. Okay, so let's go to Fabrica and okay. Let me see if this is actually the same. It's called case study, so we're gonna do Control F and we say case study. Okay, it's here. And this is the grid. This is not what we're looking for. Okay, we have BG black here, and this is BG this one, and that should make it a little bit lighter. All right, that looks good. Let's put in the lady. So let's click Control B, and let's see what kind of asset it was. So we're gonna go to our public folder. We're gonna go to images, and let's see if we can find it. These ones, 48. Okay, we have it here. So we're gonna do case study lady. That's how we're gonna call it. Okay, no worries. And we're gonna go back. We do Alt arrow left a couple of times until we are back. Close the sidebar with Control B. And click Alt Z to wrap. So if you don't know what this is, I'm gonna, let's see where it is. Word wrap, which everything will be on the screen instead of off the screen. So you won't have an overflow here. So I'm gonna show you overflow here, right? Overflow, no overflow. All right. So the lady should be here, but it should only be in front of the Fabrica. It should be on the other side of Fabrica, so it should be on the right side. So let's try to figure something out. What would be the best way to do this? So the first thing that I'm thinking about is to um, putting an absolute and putting it between the text. So there's, let me see where that is. So this is the text on top. This is the grid. This is the background. So this is the first thing. And we have a filter here, which is not present right now. Yeah, filter is not present. And that is in between. And let's see if we have more set indexes here. So, okay, no, there's only one set index. So in that case, mm, I think it's best to give this a data attribute. So data text case study and what's it called? Text study black blog. So it's a long name, but I can remember it like this. It doesn't really matter for now. But then I know this is the one. So if this is Z10, then we're gonna make this Z20. We're gonna make this Z10, and now we're gonna insert an image. I think we can do it here. So let's image from next image. Do you use React tree extension? Not needed really. Yeah, you can use it if you want to. It's no issue, right? Let's do images. Let's see if we actually can get something on the screen. Okay. Missing the whip property. Okay. Fill. Is that fine? Ah, that fucks it up behind. Okay. Let's do. Well, you know, I don't want to play around with that. Forget about the next image. Let's just do this. Okay. And let's go down. Okay, we have a lady here. That's fine. We're gonna do class name, position, absolute. Oh, we're using Tailwind, so we can say absolute. We're gonna do inset 0, and let me see where it is. Is it? Oh, it's behind that. Okay, no worries. Let's do Z5 here, if it exists. And let's do forget about the inset for a while. Well, if we have absolute here, then we should say let me see if it's this one. No. Call span. This one should be relative. That's how it works, like relative absolute. Which component is where? Yeah, I will explain, but you have to ask the right questions. Okay. Let's make the image smaller. So let's say that the width is like 40%. Let's see how it looks. Why? Oh yeah, I see why mine is fucking up. That's because I should do this. Then it's behind. You know, the text is here. And we're gonna try to put her in the image. Let's actually make it a little bit smaller. So let's do 30%. Okay, we have something here. Okay, hers is bigger, so let's do 35%. Okay. Um, let's do top 0. See? Okay, good. And let's do left 0. Okay, sorry. It's not working. Why not? Oh, okay. Yeah. I think we can make her a little bit bigger, like 38%. We are trying to clone a website. You're right. Yeah. You can see it. So we're cloning this website. I think mine is too big. I think 35% was exactly what we should need. Okay, what we're gonna do it a little bit of, I think it's minus 10%. My 10%. Let's see. Okay, it's still in front of that text. You have to think about it because it's behind that other text. I think then it's best to move this a little bit down. Let me see. So if you wonder how I do this, it's Alt down. Let's see. Oh, I see. Um, the reason why that is because I have to put a Z of 10 here, and then it should work. Yeah, okay. We got something. Let's remove the filter for now. Okay. And let's see what's going on here. So it's pretty dark down, but in my image this is not the case. And also I have to move it a little bit to the right, like 15%. So let's go to the image and let's say 15%. Okay. This is fine. It seems that his image is a little bit bigger, or it's a little bit higher. Anyways, let's put it a little bit higher. I said top 0. So this is going to be minus 10%. Let's see how it looks. Okay, that's a little bit too much, but then if I increase the size, okay, that's a little bit too big. How about 36? And yeah, it can be put down. So let's do then 4%. Let's see. That's almost perfect, right? Um, it seems that it's really dark um, down, so I think it's best to it's a gradient, but it's best to do black now. Let's see. It is not. It is not. Okay, so they're using a fading effect, it seems. Or am I crazy? Hers is a bit darker. So okay, that's fine. Let's work on it then. Let's go to the image, and we're gonna put mix, blend, darken. Let's see how it looks. Okay, that's too dark. It okay. How about multiply? See if it exists. Hmm. Okay, let me think of another way. Mm, how can we darken something? So what I think he did, right? What I think he did is he put a gradient on top and put an angle here to make it more dark. I think it's too much work. So I'm trying to figure out a way to do that. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna explain that. So when you have an image like that, you know, this person, you know, with the hair and those kinds of stuff, you know, this person, then what he did, he put like a filter. So there's like a filter on top. Oh, let me use another color. There's like a filter on top, right? There's a filter on top. And what he did, he made it a gradient. So gradient. And this gradient is radial. So radial means that you can um, have an angle and you can say, well, let's have the angle come from 170 degrees. And it will be the color like black, will be the color black, and it will be the opacity will be like 10%, right? And then you get this, then you can get this effect. That is one way. Um, I'm not sure if I want to do that. But I think I have to be honest. Okay, I'm gonna let that AI generate. I have an image. I want to have a gradient with the opacity of 10%, radial, and black for tailwind um, on top. Okay. So this would be something like it. Let's make the degree minus 90 degree. Okay, fine. Okay, so let's see what this does. You have this assume I use React. Okay. With tailwind. Oh, is it so stupid? Okay, yeah. Let's do this then. No worries. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the end. Okay, I don't see it on top of the that's because of the Z class. You see the little bit of the color fading. So let's do like 90% so we over exaggerate. You see there's like a little bit of an angle. This is a way we can do that. What is this? Okay. 7.9. And it's best to put this div then in a in a container. So the image and the thing in a container so it doesn't bother the other stuff. Okay. Now let's see. Okay, and now what I want it to affect the image well. So let's think about it for a second. Mm, okay, so I can say I want it to affect only the bottom of the image. I have no idea what you're saying, Sabrina. I'm sorry. No idea what that means. Let's see. Let me think about it. Let me see if I can make it more visible. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Okay, you see the darken, so that's working. The problem is that certain text is also affected, so let's work on that. So it seems that the button is affected, so let's put it here. And it seems that Fabrica is also affected, so let's put it there. Okay, and then you have this effect, right? So that is one way of the solutions that you can do. It's not my favorite solution, but yeah. How are you, Sabrina? Everything okay? So yeah, we have that. Um, Looks fine by me. I think we can make it a bit less obvious. So let's do like something like this. Yeah, maybe like, oh, it's really an effect, huh? Okay. Yeah, the thing is, because he's using Framer, he can just set like a little bit of a thing. I don't want to have it too complex because I want to have everything logical, so I keep it as is. Yeah. Okay. Let's work on this one. We already have something like this. We did this before. Let me see. I think this one looks very similar too. Let me see if we have another one. Not this one. I don't think we have anything similar. Okay, so let's yeah. Okay, so we're gonna grab something that I made here, I think. So this is in the testimonials. I think that is the way to go here. Yeah, let's do that. So let's go to testimonials with Control P, testimonials. Let's see how it's what the name is. Okay, so it's in a grid and it's the first grid. Okay, so let's go on top. Let's see where the grid is. Okay, grid image cop, grid. Okay, the grid starts here, and this is the first grid. Okay, so let's zoom a bit out. Okay, so it's this grid. And let's go back with Alt back. Okay, we are here. And this is called start 3. Hmm. Let's see. Let's import this one. Okay. We're not gonna have images. Okay, let's start from typography main. Yeah. Let's see if we have other things. No. So the only problem is the mapping here. So let's remove the mapping. Let's then remove the entire part. Okay, let's see what we have on screen. Okay, we have something like this. Now, let's compare. So instead of having 4.9 and those kinds of stuff, let me see where it is. 4.9, 4, yeah, 4.9. And it says .5, that's all good. But we don't want that. We want to have the text only, and we then have performance boost. That's what we're gonna say. So we're gonna also remove the span. What did you say? Which icon library are you using? Am I using an icon library right now? I'm not sure. Let's see. I'm not a huge fan of this. So let's go to package.json. So Control P, package.json. Let's see if I use an icon. No, I'm not using any icons. However, this application has a how do you call it? Um, has its own assets, and all the assets are in the public folder. Let me see where it is. In the public folder. So that's why. Okay, let's go back. And instead of having this text, we want to say performance boost. Okay, performance boost. Okay, we do have some issues with the grid inside. That's a little bit of annoying that it is this way, but it's the same as the case study one. So we're gonna check what the padding is inside of the grid. So let's go here. Gap x2, padding bottom, call start 1. Okay, it's not here. Okay, grids, relative, rounded, 40 pixels. Okay, so let's grab the 40 pixels. And I think we can put it here. No, okay, no, it's on the next one then. Okay, so we're gonna remove the padding 30. So it matches the in the middle, right? Okay, so we have performance boost, which is not the same text as the other one, so it's the case study. So let's go search the case study. It's just a P. Okay, and what do we have? We still have a P, so it is the same size. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now we have these speed, bounce, boost things going on. And let's see if we have flex either start, justify between, gap 6. Okay, and then on the other side we have Fabrica. We don't want that. We want to say in this particular div, we want to say flex call. So it goes on the bottom. Now let's see what kind of text that actually is. So it seems that I have it. Not sure which one it is. Maybe this one. Then we have to go a little bit up and let's see what this text is coming from. Okay, it seems that there's our approach is simple. Okay, there's an special P or paragraph, and I'm gonna add a class name. We're gonna put all these class names inside, and then we're gonna copy these. And here we're gonna say a breakpoint. Let's see if it works. Amazing. The problem is only the padding bottom. Let me see where the padding bottom here is. I think it's because of the gap 6. Let's see. That solves anything. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, okay, so we have a gap 1 here. That's fine. Let's see. Okay. Great. Now we're gonna copy that exactly. So this is this one. And we're gonna try to do the same. So we're gonna say this here and this one here, copy. Let's see how it looks. Okay, there's a little bit of a gap here, which is very significant. Um, the only way to get rid of that is actually to wrap around them again into a div, and this is called data white col 1 and text. Okay, so we know where it is. Let's see if we can wrap it like this. Okay, and then the second one should have a we have a gap here, but we want to have a let me see. I think then it's best to put it here. Let's see. Yeah, and then we can say gap 4 here. Let's do gap 1. Let's see. And that didn't work like I wanted to. Let me think for a second. Let's do padding then to solve this problem. So instead of doing this, we're gonna say padding bottom of 4. Let's see how it looks. Okay, it can be double. Let's do 8. I think it's like 10, maybe. I think that's fine. Okay, that's the second one. Now we have this part. So we have just text, and let's remove the fabrica first. So let's remove this one. Okay. We have the stars, and the stars are a little bit smaller. So let's do width of 10%. Let's see how it looks. Okay, that's too small. Let's do 30%. Let's see where it is. Ah, okay. Let's do 80% then. Let's do like 70 maybe. 70%. Okay, we have that. And then immediately on the bottom we have a special paragraph. So that's this one. So let's go to the stars and let's ignore this one. Let's do this one and copy that. Oh, that's not the P that I wanted to. Let me see what kind of size it is. I think it's close to... No, it's fine actually. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, let's fix this one. Okay, great. The stars have a gap, but I think it's best to have a padding top of 4 or 2, whatever it is. Okay. And then we have like an image. It's called Angela Smith. Do we actually have that size? Yeah, we do have that here in the UI UX font optimization. There's actually some errors here because they are not used. Let's actually remove them because we're not using them. Okay, great. So we are using them in this span. Okay, that's fine. So instead of the button here, this should say Angela Smith, and what is the text? The text is pretty much black. We were gonna do it 111. Let's see how it looks. Okay, Angela Smith, and then we need an image next to this. I think it's best to, let me think. It's best to put an image, but and if we're gonna call this data Angela Smith. Okay. So if you don't know what the data attributes are, this data attributes basically is something like a class name or an ID. It's similar like that. It's not exactly the same, but sure, it's not a big difference. Okay. So I said that there's a gap of 6 here. Let's make that a gap of 4. And let's here do flex. That's the only thing we need to do really. Okay. And we're gonna need an image. And the source is the Angela Smith one. No idea what it is. Maybe it's this one. No way. It looks like this one. No, it's not this one. Okay. Oh, here. I said, okay, so Angela Smith. This image is what we need. So let's go back and let's do images. Angela Smith. Angela Smith icon. It's gonna be a look a little bit big. So let's make class name. Gonna say round is full. And we're gonna say the width is 16 pixels. Let's see how it looks. Oh, that's way too small. Is it maybe the double the size? Yeah, definitely. So let's make it 32. It's actually between. It's 24 maybe. You would say? Yeah, I would say that. Okay. So we have flex. We want to say item center. And we want to say here that this one has a margin of left, and that's gonna be 2 rem. It's way too much, but okay. Yeah, it's like 8 pixels maybe. Yeah, and that looks how it should. I see there's a little bit of bigger space here. I'm not gonna work on that right now, but what I am gonna work on is the width of this one. But first we want to go to the grid and see what the height is. The height is 600. Okay, so let's work on that. Let's go to the call flux call gap 4 here. Height is this one. It has to be 600. Okay. Now we only have the circles left, and which comes from the left top. So let's see where the circles are. I'm not sure what this is. I can't say. But there's a lot of icons that we're not using yet. Okay. I'm gonna try to find it. Okay. Logo, man suit. Okay, I'm pretty sure I haven't used it before. That's fine. Okay. So it is an asset. I cannot clearly tell if it's this one. It seems there's a little bit of a scratches, but it doesn't mean anything. It could be. Yeah, this could mean anything. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna open with File Explorer and let's see how it looks. God, I have no clue what it is. Okay. This one is also unclear, so that's asset 62. Oh, this is an R. Okay. We understand now. We don't know what this is, so this is asset 64. Cannot really tell. Okay, no worries. Okay, asset 66. Nothing. Axis 67. We don't know. Okay. Asset 71. Nope. Asset 72. No idea which one it is. This costs a little bit of time that I don't want to spend, to be honest. Okay, so we're gonna need to be able to grab that. That's fine. So let's go here, inspect. I'm gonna, okay, transform, volt transform. Okay, so we are here. Let's open it up slowly. Okay. Oh, I got it. Let me see if it has a name called circles. It's a pretty annoying SVG, I see. And I can't exactly find it out because the naming is different. Let me think about it. Um, Let me go to the images folder. Images. Okay, that's pretty annoying. Okay, SVG, SVG. Okay, that's gonna be very hard to find. Okay, so it seems like that I am unable to grab that image, and the reason why, um, there's one more way I can try. Look, don't worry about it. So let's go back. Okay. So I'm gonna copy this element. We're gonna go to ChatGPT. Make this a normal SVG. Okay. Hmm. Like I can make rings. Could you make rings instead? Could the rings be thinner? Okay, this is fine. Can it be color 626262? Okay, great. We have something here. And we can work with that. So we made our own SVG, it's fine. So let's go back to Fabrica. From branding to marketing, we do it all. Not here. Performance boost is where we should be. Okay. Okay, I made a mistake. Okay. Okay. Mm, let's just make this class name. I want to know what this is in Tailwind real fast. I think it's just pixelated. Uh, no. What if I use React? Okay. Let me adjust it for React real quick, and then we can immediately continue. So let's go here. So we have this one. This one needs to be absolute. Top 0, top 0, left 0. And let's see where it is. Did you mean stroke width? Is my server on? See? Did you mean stroke width? Where's the error? I don't see the error. Stroke width. Okay, let's go end. I don't see it currently. That's fine because it's somewhere probably on top. And the reason why is because I have to make this one relative. Hi there, I've been laid off. Is there any role freelance job? Please do consider me. I have over 3 years experience in React in Next.js. Brother, you have more experience than I do. It's gonna be very honest. uh, it's in the middle. Why? I said it's absolute. Let's make this bigger actually. We need to make this bigger. It's fine. I see what's going on now. I think we should do inset 0. Is it inside the... Let me see. Yes, it is. But let's put it here. Did it disappear? Okay, it disappeared. Okay. Okay. Um. Hey Sean, how are you doing? Yeah, see Sean, I don't have a job for you, bro. But we can collab. What do you want to do? If you want to. Well, what do you want to do? I currently don't have any freelance jobs on purpose. So, um, can I do opacity? Yeah. Okay. Let's see how it looks. Can I just do 30%? Let's see. Okay, that does work. Okay, let's do that for everyone. And let's do the stroke width like 0.5. Let's see. Okay, looks a little bit similar like this one. That one is also angled. I'm not gonna do the angle. I think that's a huge waste of time. I actually like where it is right now. The problem is that it's overlapping and we don't want that. So uh so he says no problem. And maybe in the future, how do I connect with you? You can connect here, bro. I don't have any socials at the moment. Because yeah, we still have a small YouTube channel, right? We're just chilling here. Like just chilling and see how things. Okay, this is a problem. Okay. How is this left 0, to be honest? I wonder. Let's move it to another direction. Give me a second. I wanna move it on top then. Um Justify center. Lady. Yeah. Let's actually fix this one. I don't feel like fixing that. Okay, at the moment. Um, okay, study block filter. Okay, this is the wrong one. Okay, I want to put it immediately here. Okay, so let's go here. Let's see. Okay, that doesn't change anything. Let me play around with the ah, I see why. So the image rendering is way too big. The canvas is way too big. Okay, let's work on that. Let's see if we can do something like that. The X is the width. I think we do something like this. I'm not sure. We're just trying. I'm not an SVG god, so okay, that fucks it up. Okay. Mm, okay, let me see where the canvas is coming from then. Okay. Oh, if I do that, the stuff here what I just did, then I have to decrease the size half. I think that is the issue. Let's see if that is true. Kinda true. Okay. Hmm. What should we do about this? So we could argue that we're gonna actually put like a double minus. That could be a solution. Let me check what you guys are saying. How can I share my portfolio link with you? And just type it here, I will check it out. Okay. Sorry, wrong way. Let me see if I can get an angle in, just in case. Because there's a little bit of an angle here. How would I do that? Mm, let me can remember. 'Give me a second. You want to see my portfolio? Sure. Give me a second, bro. Um, 1 second. Here's my link. You're great. I am also very good in front-end debugging. Yeah, you can share your portfolio. Please type it and then I will check it out. I will check it on stream even. So if someone is watching and you want to, someone thinks like you're a god, so they can do it, right? Fucking annoying. Okay, let's see. I just want to see what happens. Rotate. Okay. Uh, if I want to have the rotate effect, what I have to do, I have to manually adjust the SVG. I'm not gonna do that. This is a job for ChatGPT. So I'm gonna say give this a Z angle of 45 degree. Let's see. Let's see how it looks like. Also skip it because we only have 11 days to finish this project, and which is really small time. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Okay, I'll leave it as is. And we have to hide it soon. We can get away with this maybe. Okay, no, that fucks it up. Okay, whatever. Not feeling to do that right now. I'm getting pretty tired as well. Um, and we are already over an hour as well. So yeah, let me check your portfolio. Rizwan, Rizwan. Just type, not type your link. Just type what I need to find on the browser because I don't I don't allow links in my chat. That's why. So yeah, it's coming pretty close. Yeah, pretty along. Very happy with that. So we have to obviously put a lot of animation, right? But that will come later. So because what I'm making is like a 300,000-400,000 website, so it's pretty advanced. I see. Bro, I cannot allow links. I told you. I don't. It's not gonna work, bro. If you want to send your link, just type a part, then I can find it. Okay, that is it for now. I have to check the schedule. Let me see. So we are here. We all did all this stuff. So so this stuff, all good. Today is Friday. We did this one. We did these ones and this one as well. Yeah. All right. We're pretty much on schedule. Yeah. So we have a lot to do, right? We are working on a project behind the scenes. We're working on this project, right? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let me check it out. Give me a second. Susan. Where are you from, by the way? Where so? Okay. Let me check. Okay. Like the hovers, but most people know what it means. Don't do this, by the way. I will tell you why. Um, so if you're gonna say your front end, let me see if this is 100%. It's pretty small too. If you do this, HR is gonna look at you like, oh, you only know 90%, you only know 70%, right? Like they're gonna measure you by this point. So never make your measure. So you can delete this entire section. Looks good, bro. Made a web shop, experience, software engineer. Well, if you're a senior software engineer, then you know, it shouldn't be hard because there are many jobs for that, I think. Design shop, Zomato clone, photo search, chat app. What is the India? Looks good, bro. It looks like a what do you call it? An average full stack part. Uh oh, it's not yours? Lol. Is this one is yours? No. Holy fuck. I'm sorry, bro. I don't have LinkedIn, bro. So it's hard for me to yeah, I'm not sure if it's gonna work, bro. Yeah. Joined a few profile. Yeah. You should contact info. Yeah. It's not gonna work. Are you from New York? It shouldn't be too hard to find something in New York, I think. It will take you a couple months, yeah, and depending on how much money you want. But I would just take any job and then just keep applying until you find your part again, right? Let me see. Not that uncle. You're getting frustrated. I'm sorry, bro. I don't mean to, you know. Maybe it's here. Is this yours? No, it's not yours. Okay, let me think of another way. I'm gonna try it on Google, so maybe Google can find you. Okay. Oh, that was you? So this one is yours? Bro, that's cheap, bro. Oh, Jesus. Uh, see. Where's your GitHub? There's a GitHub, you said? You should work on your web analytics, bro. You should work on that. Cannot find you, bro. Yeah. What is your GitHub name so I can find you? Give me your GitHub name. Very old profile. Let's just check GitHub for you. Okay, let's search. These are your projects. Let's go to your project again. Follow software engineer. Where's your where are all your links? I don't see it, bro. Let me see the latest thing you worked on. One contribution to Fast API crude boilerplate. But this is not Fast API is there's another kind of front end. Okay, no worries. Can I see like an is there not no example website for this? Just want to see okay, let me go to Svelte feedback app. Okay. You don't have it online? Yeah, bro. I went to your LinkedIn, but I cannot click it, bro. All right, I'm gonna go because it's getting late, and tomorrow I have to go to my programming club. So, but yeah, you should link your profile somewhere else as well. Not only on LinkedIn, right? Because not everyone has LinkedIn. So, and also I cannot see it on your Fiverr profile. How do they know you're any good, right? So, amazing work. Awesome, bro. Oh, you do HWS deployment? Yeah. Using Apollo client, GraphQL. But Apollo client is GraphQL basically, but for React, right? So Nest.js, okay, cool. I don't know this. You said it's on his LinkedIn. Yeah, I know. You said that. But I don't have LinkedIn. I'll show you. If you don't want to believe, then like if you don't have LinkedIn, it's basically useless, right? Because there's no, where is it? Right? Oh, this is not you, actually. Uh, LinkedIn, not this one. 10 plus profiles. Please join. I think this one is your profile then. Odd wall. I have to be logged in to see your profile. That's gonna be a problem, bro, because not everyone has that. Okay? Let me see if I can find you somewhere here. I, yeah, look at you. Okay, maybe I can get it here. Class Virtual University of Pakistan. Contact info. I don't see any link, bro. Cloud Spacer, maybe? Like look how many pop-ups just for me to log in, right? This app should act normal. Yeah, contact info. You should make that public, bro. If you make it public, then I can see it. Else, it's just yeah, I have to be logged in, but I don't have an account, bro. And you're not findable, so you should definitely work on some web analytics, man. So web some heat maps, right? Then I can find you better than all these other guys. You should be easy findable. So you worked on PHP, really? 2 years. Oh, they let you go before the permanent contract, I see. This is pretty much important. Secure payments. Looks good, bro. There's a lot of text though. You can make it smaller. What I'm missing here, I'm missing some, yeah, okay. Hacker rank, no one cares. Responsive web design, sure. Coursera, good. Legacy, JavaScript algorithms and data, okay, good. You know what? This is what I'm missing, bro. You say you have all this experience, HWS, Node.js, Express, GraphQL, but I don't see it back here. So what you should do, you should actually go like maybe like free code camp, and because you already know the stuff, make sure that you also have these certificates on your profile, because it's all good that you know this, but it's better if you can actually show CI/CD pipeline with HWS, right? Or Microsoft Azure. That's better. And also, this is a niche skill. Not many people have Nest.js. So definitely try to find a job with this one. There's if you can apply to this kind of jobs that they definitely want to go in conversation. Yeah, React Native, yeah, um, cross-platform mobile apps, okay. But can you deploy something to the App Store and the Play Store? I think that's a more important skill. Do you know what it takes to um, yeah, you have to have privacy policy and terms and conditions. Actually have a front-end website, for React Native apps. Do you know how to do that, right? Do you know how to do push notification, those kinds of stuff? So definitely work on that also on your certificate. So there's three things that you want to work on. You want to work on um, having something like MERN as a certificate, and you want to work on something like HWS as a certificate. And specifically, what I want to do is Nest.js. I think that's a good skill to have. Yeah, you have experience, bro. But okay, can you type your exact details of your website without the HTTP and without the Vercel.app? Just type it, and then I will type the other stuff. Just type your name, your website name, and then I will do that. What I'm missing is, yeah, I don't see real projects here, and I only saw like 4 or 5 projects on your GitHub. Maybe the rest is hidden. I understand that. Okay, you know how to do React testing library? I've never used it though. React testing. I think it's called Jest, maybe? Yeah, Jest. Yeah, I'll check now. Give me a second. You typed it without the HTTPS and .com, right? The fuck is this? Is this what they call testing in React? What the fuck? Okay. What a waste of time. Oh, it's a testing library, Priyan. This is just this is so verbose. I want to do this. Is this really a testing library? Because it's ugly. Holy fuck. What a waste of time. Then React Native is probably even worse. Okay. Looks a little bit better. Nah. What the fuck? Okay, there are many ways of testing. Crazy. Let me try to type something like this, you know. You say it's for sale, so for sale dot app. Better it's this. It's not found. So it's not this one. You can name this, right? What is the issue for retype, please? What should I retype, bro? Incorrect spelling. This is your name. It says. Right, this guy is findable, you know? You can find him. You're spelling incorrect. Your name is incorrect? Oh, give me a second. Maybe it's my for sale stuff. Okay, let me see. Your app dot for sale dot app dot for sale dot app. Your name, first name, last name. What's this? Maybe you're right. Not your full name. Okay. This is also not you. So maybe it's your last name. This deployment is unavailable. This is from another guy, right? Yeah, there's another guy. What part of your name do I need to have? You need to tell me. Bro, add me on Discord because this is getting annoying. Okay, give me a second. I don't know what my own Discord is because I never use it. Okay, let me see. Discord. Give me your Discord name. Oh, I see. Okay, finally. Does this start with Dark Team on my system? Too long. Okay, let's see is there something missing? Okay, one page available for work, skills, my experience. Bro, I don't want to see this on top. I want to see your projects first. So switch these components, you know? Make this shorter. Rest is fine. I'm not sure if it's working. I'm just gonna I have to give up my email, which I don't like. And does it have an email check? Let me see. I'm gonna trick you. Hello, what's up? It's me, James. Let's see where it takes me. It's not working? Let me see. Mm, something went wrong. You need to work on that, bro. We cannot contact you. Okay. Second thing, let me see. I like this one. That if I cannot contact you, I can still contact you here. So that's a good thing. But definitely work on this form. Maybe you do get an email, but your error handling on the back end is not good. So definitely work on that. See? Okay, that all works. So make sure if you change these ones, the portfolio, that you also fix this, right? So let me see if I click here and click on home. Looks good. Okay, let's see the responsiveness. So I'm gonna first do this. So let me give you a small advice here. You're using this color. Make sure to use this color more often in your portfolio because it's pretty black and white, if you know what I mean. So for example, if you want to highlight your email, you can use this color, right? Like let's assume your thing doesn't work, they can always click here, right? Also, the headings could be, I wouldn't recommend it though. Yeah, valuable for work. So this is not best practice because I will show you web accessibility, right? And when you have flashing, which is a violation here, flashing web is a violation of the three flashes. Yeah, it's okay. Don't do this, the flickering. What I would do, if they hover over it, it will flash. And that's what I do. Uh, I said it was responsive, but we didn't test multiple devices. So um, let me see, where's the mobile? Let me put it on Google Chrome. It's a little bit better. Okay. Okay, one thing, if you start with dark theme, you're targeting certain people. So I will show you what's going on. So I'm not sure about India, Pakistan, where you live, but if you live in the West, 74% in HR is women. Here. Yes, the statement is accurate. In the field of human resources, women make up a substantial majority, around 74%. Women do not like dark teams, so you need to work on that. Instead, I would start always with a white team, and they can always go with a dark team because there's no one midnight checking your portfolio unless your country is different in this way. Okay, so now what do you want to do with that? You want to say, um, if there's a women, what do they like? What kind of colors? So we're getting stereotypical now, but you see here, if you look at women here, that they like certain lighter tints. They don't like blue as much, but rather more purple and approximately green. So you use green, which is fine, right? So, um, and make sure to use these tints. This will favor more. They like white more, wider, lighter teams, and guys like darker teams, more darker colors. So if you are starting with this, then I am assuming that your HR people are also this. You know, they are men. So if you know that the first person on your portfolio is usually female, make it white team default and don't do the system one. Okay? Um, so here the navigation is fine, but I would make it like a little bit less of blur. So when you are scrolling, maybe like after 10% of the view height port, right, the first inner height, then you say make it a little bit darker. I would color these if you can. It's not necessarily, but I would color these because it makes your skills stand out. Let me see if they're in order. HTML, CSS, Tailwind, JavaScript, Tailwind, React, Redux. Redux is a tool. It's not a framework. So I would put Next.js first. Um, then Redux. And then Next.js. And Docker. I'm not sure where you can put this, but yeah. I would just switch these. So this one is going to be here, and let's do keep these frameworks next to each other. So we're going to do HTML, CSS, JavaScript, frameworks, tools. Now I really like this, and I know where you got it from. Um, Let me see. I had something that I thought it was too small. Um, so if I click here, what happens? Contact. Sure. And download resume, GitHub. Sure. What I want you to do, I want you have to contact here, that's fine. But what I want you to do, instead of putting that all the way here, because it's not working, you saw it. Maybe you got the email, that's fine, but it says, I don't want it. So hopefully you have web analytics installed. So let's see if you actually do. So let's go to um, maybe like cookies. There are no cookies. Okay, let me see your header then. Okay, preload. I see some links, which from Next.js. Okay, let's see the scripts. Okay, this is like metadata, team toggle, stonks. Okay, so what we're missing here, what you should do, you should install Hotjar on your website. It's very easy. You put it in your header. It's no big deal. Now free version is expired, unfortunately. It's a Redis error. Okay, yeah, make sure to fix that. You're happy that I saw it and not a recruiter, okay? Because of a problem. So instead of that, if this happens, This is your fallback, right? That you can make it green, but also I would want to put it next to here, this. So now you have the menu, right? You have the menu, but you also want to put in maybe like something like your LinkedIn here as well. Why you want to do that? So they can always contact you. Now, the best way to contact you is actually to just immediately open up the email client instead of going to the form. You know, HR people are pretty stupid. I hate to say that. You know, I I will tell you even better. Tomorrow I'm going to my programming club, and my programming club has an HR person, and that HR is actually so stupid, like she doesn't know what this means. Also, I want the color of these ones. Where do they need to focus on? If you have everything black and white, what is the focus here? Do they need to see your resume, or do they come from your resume? Right? That is something to consider. Do you want them to go to LinkedIn? Do you want to go to GitHub? Think about these colors. You know? So what I would want to do here is actually have maybe an icon here, like I said, maybe like a LinkedIn or a GitHub. Where do you want to send them? You want them to contact you as fast as possible. Usually they do by email, so I would put like an icon email here, and that is also maybe this color, right? Like a little bit of light, and then like a white icon, instead of a black one, you have a white icon, and that is always here. So you can put that next to the menu, right? And let me see, yeah. So these are our feedbacks. Maybe you think it's a lot. It's not. Don't think it's offensive. Definitely do the Hotjar ones, because if you have Hotjar, then you can see what they are doing, right? They can see your website. So on Hotjar, let me see if I can find it here. Maybe heat maps recordings. So what happens is you can actually see what people are doing. Where are they clicking on? Why are they leaving your website? If no one visits your website, then you have a problem on LinkedIn or your resume. If someone is on your website and clicks after this one and like it doesn't work, and they be like clicking away, then you know that your thing is not working. So for example, if you had Hotjar installed, and I was this person that filled in the stuff, and you see the submit, and you see the error, they'd be like, oh, there's an error, and a click away. But at least you know for the next time. So you can record people what they're doing. So definitely install this. It's a freemium, but the recordings are free. So definitely do this. You can also see what people are clicking on, how the mouse is moving, what kind of device they're coming from. Are they coming from a mobile or coming from some kind of stuff? Now I'm gonna trick you here. I'm gonna say, okay, let me get this one a bit smaller, and I'm gonna say I'm now on a really big device, right? So what is your container? Now the container is pretty big. Make sure to put a container always like this, because there are people on HR, they have like a big screen, and then it looks something like this, which is, yeah, absolutely terrible, right? So do you know what I mean? Let me see. Usually they have a screen something like this, right? And they be like, oh, it's so far to reach, right? So put your thing in a container. My advice is to put it in a 1920 container. So 1920 by um, let me so 1920 by 1080, right? This is your max container for your navigation as well. Okay? So yeah, you got a lot of tips. Let me see your projects. I'm just going to click one project. I assume this is your best project because it's the first one. Okay, it's a for sale app. Is this actually a real something you made? That's what I want to know, because if you're using for sale.app, it's not a big deal. But I'm thinking, oh, it's not real work experience, right? So I want you to link to the real website if this website actually exists. And then you can always have a fallback. You can put a button. You can say um, like um, cached site and maybe like real site, like demo site, real site, right? So if they click on a demo site, they will land on the forsell.app. And if the project is actually real, somewhere hosted with a domain or from some company, you can put like the real site here. Okay. I see that logic is your biggest point, even though you did this pretty well with probably, it looks like a scaling effect. Let me see. Or transforming. Okay. Pretty good. Okay. If I click on ship now, nothing works. Okay, this one works. Sign up. Okay. I can see that I cannot sign up with Google. So one thing that you need to know is that HR people and technical people hate giving email. Hate giving email. Right? So you can do two things. You can set a Gmail, which is also risky, or you can set like a test account. So I will show you what you would do. Give me a second. I will edit your website here. So I would go here and I would, let me see. I would say, can I edit it? Mm, so I already have an account. Okay, so you have this one. And then you say test account. And they say email. Email is, hello@gmail.com. And then password is 12345. So you want to do something like this, right? Now you're gonna make it nice, obviously. So if they then click on this, then it automatically gets filled in, and then you can click like get started, right? But obviously you need then a login, right? This is create account. Then you go to login and then do this. Why you want to do that? Because it makes it easy to log in. I don't feel eager to do that. So like Google, LinkedIn. Okay, you did that here. I see. It's no big issue. But yeah, you want to do a test account, like I said, right? I'll show you again. You just say log in with dummy account, like something like this, and your email password. You click on the email password, or you can even make it more better. You can also say you put like a little icon of a person, and you can say login as Jane Smith, and when they click on this, it's automatically going to be fulfilled. They only have to click login, or it automatically logs in. I think that is something you can work on, and actually do this for all your MERN projects or all your projects. My screen, about us. Okay. I cannot, unfortunately, not play YouTube. Okay, let's see if something works. Okay, postal code. Okay, it's too much info, but yeah, I assume it works. I'm missing here an icon. Make sure to do that. Um, Also, it's not secure. I want to see an SSL, right? Because now I'm on HTTP. If there are companies, so let's assume I'm enterprise company, and they say like HTTPS only, right? So now it's not secure, right? So enterprise companies cannot land on your HTTP which means they cannot even see your um, yeah, projects. This will be a problem. Next one. Okay, this one has a do say that's my ex client privacy, so that's why the login could be avoided, but only for shippers and admins. Yeah, okay. But you understand what I'm trying to say, right? Because if they cannot test the back end, they'd be like, are you a back full stack developer? Okay, next one. Does this automatically go? Doesn't. Okay. This seems more WordPress-like. Is this WordPress? Perl. I don't know what Perl is. I don't see any, let me see. Effect counter, wrapper, padding. Okay, you're using some kind of a library. Okay, there's an error. Smart Lego size the default styles full width public. Okay, something cannot be loaded, so work on that issue. Okay. Next one. Look good. Okay. We are. I assume this is a client for yours. Okay. We have an issue here. Okay. Refuse to connect. It's probably an API issue. Work on that. Okay. Looks good. Especially that you understand this part. This is what people like, right? The this one, and they like sliders, you know. So I see that every time this one gets reloaded, and that brings an issue here. Okay. So you don't want to do that. You just want to load this one. Look how long it takes. Okay, that is an issue. And I think this is a plugin, so I don't think it's your fault, but yeah. Overall, I like it. I think it's way better than your first project, so I would put this one actually here. Next one. Okay, good. You're using a filter system with a yeah, and a fade in, fade out. That's good. That shows that you have good experience with React or something. Okay, what's the sales copy? Okay, case studies. Yeah, I like this website. Definitely. Get a demo. Bro, this website is better than this one. Put this one first. Put this one first. Fanfood is your best project so far. Okay. You say it's TypeScript, not just PostgreSQL. Okay, is it? Ah, okay. Customer login. Where did it go? Is it just me? Okay. Customer login, which is different from the demo login, and it starts with a mobile phone, and it's American. Okay, good. So it's an American website. Okay, it's from Chicago. Sure. Okay, love this. This is your best project, bro. It's gonna tell you right off the bat. Next one. Okay, this is of your friend of yours. They don't have a domain. Not sure why. Okay, I believe that one works. Okay. Slow loading. We don't want to have that, bro. Oh, that's because of this probably. Okay, this is a Framer website, is it? It's a Next.js website. Okay, looks good, man. There's something running that is a bit heavy, but I assume it's done. And I do like this website. So I would say put fan food first and then yup up. Okay, good hood. Very good. I like that. It's not needed though, but it shows off your skill. Okay, seeing React, itinerary, right? Bro, this website is really good. I would say put this one first even. So this one first, this one second, yup up third, this one fourth, this one five, this one six. I'm sorry to offend you about the R fleet one, because you're really proud of the project probably. The problem is that the other ones are just better. Okay, make this smaller, right? ChatGPT for this one. I like it. I think that's enough feedback. They're like maybe 10 points, but they're 10 small points. The most important part, whatever you do, make sure to see what your users are doing. So install this. You will get a link when you make an account. You will put it in your header. You can do that with an like a library from Next.js, or you can do it on for sale and put it in your heading. Yeah. All right. I gotta go, guys, because I have a program club tomorrow. But yeah, definitely looks good, bro. I'm really proud of you. Yeah, I you're way better when it comes to how do you call it? Uh, you're way better backend developer than I am. Way better. But I just started though as well. I can see your yeah. All right. Take care. No worries, bro. I'm just trying to think as an HR and as someone that reviews a profile, right? So yeah. Oh, by the way, if you want to work on a project, you should make this project, okay? If you really want to stand out, okay? So, um, you go to YouTube, and you probably know him already, but I'm just gonna do it as well. Coding with Antonio, coding with Antonio, and he has a good one. So I want you to build this one. Build and deploy a multi-vendor e-commerce for Next.js, React, and Stripe. If you can build something like this and put it on your as your top stuff, your top priority, you will be good. Or you can go to be codewithme, but this is pretty advanced stuff. You need to know Kafka, you need to know Kubernetes, you need to know Terraform, right? Nginx. So there's a lot of things that you need to learn here. Microservices. Do you know what microservices is, bro? So definitely check this project out. This is a really long project, so uitdagen. See? Come on. Up. Hmm? Yeah, definitely look into that stuff. It will bring you to the next level because you're pretty good, but you need to go to the next level now, especially when it comes to microservices with Kubernetes. And since you already know HWS, that should be a walk in the park for you. So, and if you don't know, you have something to do. So if you don't know what microservices are, you go to uh, let me see, Llama Dev, Llama Dev microservices, and he has 1 hour how to do Kafka and yeah, with microservices. So see you around, bro. Take care.